The Lost Daughter is a 2021 psychological drama film adapted for the screen and directed by Maggie Gyllenhaal based on the 2006 novel of the same name by Elena Ferrante. The film stars Olivia Colman, Dakota Johnson, Jessie Buckley, Paul Mescal, Dagmar Dominchik, Jack Farthing, Oliver Jackson Cohen, with Peter Sarsgaard, and Ed Harris. Colman also serves as an executive producer. The Lost Daughter had its world premiere at the 78th Venice International Film Festival on September 3, 2021, where Gyllenhaal won the Golden Osella Award for Best Screenplay. It began a theatrical limited release in the United States on December 17, 2021, prior to streaming on Netflix on December 31. The film was acclaimed by critics, and at the 94th Academy Awards received 3 nominations: Best Actress, Best Supporting Actress, and Best Adapted Screenplay. Early life and education. Colman was born in Norwich on January 30, 1974, the daughter of nurse Mary and chartered surveyor Keith Colman. She was privately educated at Norwich High School for Girls and Gresham's School in Holt, Norfolk. Colman's first role was Jean Brodie in a school production of The Prime of Miss Jean Brodie at age 16. She cites her mother's interrupted career as a ballet dancer as an inspiration to pursue acting professionally. Colman spent a term studying primary education at Homerton College, Cambridge before studying drama at the Bristol Old Vic Theatre School, from which she graduated in 1999. During her time at Cambridge, she appeared in the Channel 4 series The Word in 1995 under her nickname Collie, auditioned for the Cambridge University Footlights Dramatic Club and met future CO stars David Mitchell and Robert Webb. Colman had to adopt a different stage name when she began working professionally, because Equity already had an actress named Sarah Colman. "One of my best friends at university was called Olivia and I always loved her name," Colman told The Independent in 2013. "I was never Sarah, I was always called by my nickname, Collie, so it didn't seem so awful not to be called Sarah." Colman was a subject of the UK genealogy programme Who Do You Think You Are? in July 2018. Although she expected that her family tree would mainly relate to Norfolk, it was discovered that her fourth great-grandfather Richard Campbell Basett was born on the island of St Helena and worked in London for the East India Company. Basett's son, Colman's third great-grandfather Charles Basett, married Harriet Slessor. Researchers discovered that she was born in the Indian city of Kishanganj, lost her British father at age 3, and made the journey to England alone. Slessor's passage was paid for by her paternal grandmother. The episode speculated that Slessor's mother might have been Indian, but did not present proof. After the episode aired, the Berkshire Record Office published the will of Slessor's mother. Her name was Serafina Dawn Clear, and she died in 1810. Career. 2000s, early work. Colman made her professional acting debut in 2000 at age 26 as part of the BBC Two comedy sketch show, Bruiser. She has appeared in a number of BBC, ITV, and Channel 4 television series, such as People Like Us, Look Around You, Black Books, The Office and The Time of Your Life. Colman provided the voiceover for Channel 5's poll for Britain's funniest comedy character. She regularly appeared on BBC Radio 4 comedies, such as Concrete Cow, Think the Unthinkable, The House of Milton Jones and Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency. Colman was the voice of Minka, the Polish secretary in the Radio 4 comedy Hut 33 set in a fictional code-breaking hut at Bletchley Park during World War II. Colman appeared as Bev, with Mark Burtis as Kev, in a series of television advertisements for AA car insurance. She provided voices for the Andrax Be Kind to Your Behind and Glade fragrance advertisements. On several projects, Colman has worked with the comedians Mitchell and Webb. She joined them in 2003 to play Sophie in the Channel 4 comedy Peep Show. Other joint ventures have included Radio's That Mitchell and Webb Sound and its television version, That Mitchell and Webb Look. She decided to leave the program after her agent suggested that she was becoming too closely associated with their work and needed to widen her horizons, a decision which was made with tears. Colman continued to appear on Peep Show less often until it ended in 2015. She had a recurring role in the surrealist comedy Green Wing from 2004 to 2006. One of her earliest film credits is naturist Joanna Roberts in the 2006 mockumentary film Confetti, a role she has described as the worst experience of my life. In 2007, Colman starred as Alice in the comedy Grow Your Own and as PC Doris Thatcher in the action comedy Hot Fuzz, and played a lead role in Paddy Considine's short film Dog Altogether. She appeared in October and November 2008 in the BBC sitcom Beautiful People as Debbie Doonan, Simon's mother. Colman made a guest appearance in the episode Naomi of the series Skins as Naomi's mother, Gina. 2010s, breakthrough and worldwide recognition. Colman had a lead role in 2010 as Alex Smallbone, the wife of an inner-city vicar, in the BBC sitcom Revelation starring Tom Hollander. The series ran from 2010 to 2014. She guest-starred that year in the 11th Hour episode of Doctor Who, Matt Smith's debut as the 11th Doctor. Colman appeared the following year in the BBC drama Exile, written by Danny Brocklehurst and starring John Sim and Jim Broadbent. From 2011 to 2012 she played Ian Fletcher's lovelorn secretary Sally Owen in 2012, a comedy series about planning for the 2012 Olympic Games in London. Colman rejoined Considine in 2011 for his feature film directorial debut, Tyrannosaur, receiving the BIFA Award for Best Performance by an Actress in a British Independent Film and the Empire Award for Best Actress. She played Carol Thatcher that year in the Academy Award-winning drama The Iron Lady, with Meryl Streep and Jim Broadbent, for which she received the London Film Critics Circle Award for British Actress of the Year. In 2013, Colman began playing D.S.L.E. Miller in ITV's Broadchurch. The crime drama series, set in the fictional Dorset town of Broadchurch, follows the residents of a tightly knit community after a young boy is found dead on a beach under suspicious circumstances. She was nominated for an International Emmy Award for Best Actress, and received a BAFTA TV Award for Best Actress for her performance. Colman starred that year as Margaret Lee in the BBC television film, The 13th Tale. She starred in Yorgos Lanthimos' 2015 absurdist dystopian film, The Lobster, with Rachel Weisz and Colin Farrell. The film premiered at the 2015 Cannes Film Festival, where it competed for the Palme d'Or and received the jury prize. Colman was nominated for the London Film Critics Circle Award for Supporting Actress of the Year, and received the BIFA Award for Best Supporting Actress. Colman was praised for her performance as Angela Burr in the 2016 AMC BBC miniseries The Night Manager, for which she was nominated for a Primetime Emmy Award and received a Golden Globe Award for Best Supporting Actress Series, Miniseries, or Television Film. She starred as Deborah Flowers that year in the Channel 4 black comedy series, Flowers. Colman voiced Strawberry in the Netflix BBC animated miniseries, Watership Down. She played Hildegard Schmidt, Princess Dragomirov's lady's maid, in Kenneth Branagh's 2017 remake of Agatha Christie's Murder on the Orient Express. In 2018, Colman starred as Queen Anne in Lanthimos' film The Favourite with Emma Stone and Rachel Weisz. In preparation for the role, she gained 7 pounds. For her performance, Colman received the Golden Globe Award for Best Actress Motion Picture Comedy or Musical, the BAFTA Award for Best Actress in a Leading Role, and the Academy Award for Best Actress. Her awestruck, humorous Academy Award acceptance speech was widely covered by the media. Colman received positive reviews for her supporting role as Madame Thénardier in the 2018 BBC miniseries Les Miserables, an adaptation of the novel of the same name. In August 2019, she was confirmed as a guest star in the 32nd season of the animated comedy series The Simpsons. In October 2017, Colman was cast as Queen Elizabeth II for the third and fourth seasons of the Netflix historical drama series The Crown. The third season was released in November 2019. For her performance, she received 2 Screen Actors Guild Awards for Outstanding Performance by an Ensemble in a Drama Series, a Golden Globe Award for Best Actress Television Series Drama, and a Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Drama Series. The fourth season was released on November 15, 2020, to critical acclaim. 2020's continued acclaim. Colman starred with Anthony Hopkins in Florian Zeller's 2020 film adaptation of his stage play, The Father, which focuses on an elderly man dealing with memory loss. The film premiered to critical acclaim at the Sundance Film Festival, and was picked up for distribution by Sony Pictures Classics. It began a limited release on February 26, 2021, after originally being scheduled for release on December 18, 2020. Hopkins and Colman received widespread praise for their performances, as did the film for its accurate depiction of dementia. It received 6 Academy Award nominations, and Colman was nominated for the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress. In 2021, she had roles in the drama films Mothering Sunday and The Electrical Life of Louis Wayne, and in the science fiction animated films The Mitchells vs. the Machines and Ron's Gone Wrong. Colman was executive producer and starred with David Thewlis in the HBO true crime miniseries Landscapers, created by her husband, Ed Sinclair. The series, and Colman's performance, were critically praised. Colman also starred that year in Maggie Gyllenhaal's psychological drama The Lost Daughter, an adaptation of the novel of the same name by Elena Ferrante. Her performance was critically praised, and she was nominated for the Golden Globe Award, Screen Actors Guild Award, and Academy Award for Best Actress. Colman was cast in the lead role in April 2021 in the romantic drama film Empire of Light, directed by Sam Mendes. That month she joined the cast of the Disney and miniseries Secret Invasion, set in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which is scheduled to premiere in 2023. She was cast in September in the musical Wonka, which explores Willy Wonka's origins as a prequel to the Roald Dahl novel Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. The film is scheduled for release on December 15, 2023. Colman has been signed to star in the coming-of-age comedy film Joyride and as Miss Havisham in the FX and BBC series Great Expectations, based on Charles Dickens' novel of the same name. She has been signed as a starring voice in the DreamWorks animated film Puss in Boots, The Last Wish, and in Netflix's Scrooge, A Christmas Carol. Personal life. While performing in a late 1990s Footlights production of Sir Alan Ayckbourn's Table Manners, Colman met Ed Sinclair, a third-year law student who had become disillusioned with law and preferred to write. Colman and Sinclair married in August 2001, and have 3 children. They live in South London. Since 2013, Colman has been a judge of the Norwich Film Festival. In August 2014, she was one of 200 public figures who signed a letter to The Guardian opposing Scottish independence in the run-up to the September 2014 referendum on the issue. She signed an open letter in November 2020 condemning violence and discrimination against trans women. Philanthropy. Colman presented 2 of the 2013 Mind Media Awards, which celebrate accurate, responsible, and sensitive portrayals of mental health across the media. Colman believes that the media industry has huge influence, and with that comes a responsibility to contest the stigma that sadly still exists, through accurate representation. She has spoken openly to the big issue about her experience of postnatal depression after the birth of her first child. Inspired by her research for the film Tyrannosaur, in 2014 Colman became the patron of the UK charity Tender, which uses theatre and the arts to educate young people about preventing violence and sexual abuse. Colman has said that domestic violence prevention can make a difference in the lives of young people. Other charity work included participating in the Alzheimer's Society's Holcombe Hall Memory Walk in September 2013. Colman's great-grandmother suffered from dementia, and her mother was involved in running a nursing home for patients. She has also supported charity campaigns for the Marie Curie Great Daffodil Appeal for the terminally ill. Colman became patron of the Anthony Nolan Blood Cancer Charity in 2018, which she said helped a friend of hers. In December 2014, Colman was involved in a BBC radio documentary about the plight of women in Afghanistan for Amnesty International UK. Several women who told their stories to journalist Lise Doucette were unable to appear because their lives might have been at risk. Colman read their stories as part of the documentary, and said that the UK must not abandon Afghan women to the Taliban. An ambassador for UNICEF UK since 2015, she became its president in 2020. Acting credits: film, television, theatre.